You guys have no idea how much of a big change this is. But anyways, yeah, patch 1.10 is now live and it features actually a lot of different stuff. We actually get a new skin for one character and there is a ton of balance fixes for each character as well. I think it tackles more like majority of the character. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 characters have been adjusted here. No changes for Coco. Majority or major changes for Raylan, and also on some characters, especially. So if you guys are wondering why there's a bunch of Gnaw players right now playing the game, that's pretty much one of the reasons. That's really one of the reasons. Seriously. That is crazy. This is actually pretty much my favorite character right now. You guys are gonna see a lot of Gnaw videos very soon. But then again, that means that all my hard work of recording those previous Gnaw, again, out of the garbage, and time to start anew with discussing with Gnaw. Anyways, let's just start off. The new feature, the following skins have been added to the game. We have Voltar, the Necro Voltar. This skin is free when you own Swords and Soldiers HD on Steam. So if you guys don't know yet, the Swords and Soldiers game is actually a game by Ronimo. It's their first game that came out before Awesomenauts. I think it sold pretty well, but right now Awesomenauts is their baby. And now I guess they're trying to put in more sales for Swords and Soldiers, which is not bad. I haven't really played the game, but Sir Chaps actually from YouTube is very kind enough to give me a copy of the game, so I finally got a Necro Voltar skin as well. I've actually tried it out and it's actually pretty cool to see. It's only really just a skin, but then again the drones have skin as well, which is kind of cool, but I do miss my disco music with the healing wave, or no, I forgot, the robot. Oh my god, I forgot that name. I haven't played Voltar so long. But yeah, I miss the disco music whenever that plops out. And anyways, on to the balance and fixes. So first off, Frog G has been definitely been nerfed. There actually is a rest in peace video of Symbol. If you guys haven't seen it, you check out his channel. He actually made a RIP video on his channel and saying that Frog G is now useless. But then again, a lot of people does not agree, and pretty much the video is pretty much just a joke and such as well. But yeah, a lot of people are saying it's a big deal. I haven't really played yet this patch, so I wouldn't really say. So give me some time before I give you guys an accurate review on what I feel about the new Froggy G changes. This is actually a very important and surprising change for me, is that they can change Power Pills Turbo. In general, they can change the utility loadout. So basically what they did with Froggy G, and also Leon, by the way, Leon also got this nerf right here, Power Pills Turbo, remove third stage. I'm actually really surprised that they actually do that. They're actually differentiating some of the utility loadouts for some characters. So I always thought that they would always try their best to balance out the utility loadout, because that's pretty much for everyone, and that's how they keep balance of, like, for each character, I guess. But then again, we will see where this goes out. Like, I'm not really sure how it's gonna turn out. A lot of people are complaining that Frog G is now very soft, also Leon. But then again, those are pretty much just early complainers right now. They haven't really gotten the feel of the patch yet. So let's just give each other some time to really get a grasp, like get their hands dirty and such. Anyways, on to the Gnaw patch. this one change, guys, is crazy. Spit will now no longer be absorbed on contact. Now what does that mean, you ask, guys? Basically, you don't need the drip upgrade so that your spit can pierce through opponents, and once it lands on the ground and a unit rolls over it, it's not gonna disappear. It's still gonna stay there. That means that there is a ton of damage that is possible to be dealt with that spit alone. So initial damage, I believe right now of a spit is 35, plus if you add the plus 10 or plus 7 spit damage for a loadout, it's actually gonna stack up to a good amount. And if you spread that to, I believe, I don't know, if you spread that to like a wave of creeps and the 3 knots, that's actually a ton of damage. Even though it is a damage over time upgrade or a damage over time skill, it doesn't matter because it's still gonna force you back. It's still just gonna keep you in your base, keep you contained, or force you away actually from attacking and such until that spit moves away. So actually, my loadout right now, I believe for Gnaw, for his spit at least, is the spit split, which is his last loadout, the damage upgrade for the spit, and also the cooldown decrease for the spit as well. So you're gonna have a 5-second cooldown, and I believe every spit has 4.5 longevity seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but yeah, it's something around that area. So there's always gonna be spit on the floor, and with spit split, it's just gonna go all over the place, and it's not nice when it's all over the place, guys. Trust me. Anyways, let's move on to Scalder. Scalder's small volcano upgrade now increases the height of Mighty Earthquake instead of increasing the damage. That's actually pretty good. I always wondered why there's actually 2 damage upgrades for the Earthquake when like he can just stack it up in one skill. Like I always thought that Ronimo was trying to figure out a way to change something in one of those damage upgrades, and finally here it is. I'm actually interested to see what it's gonna be like, because it's gonna have a farther reach, and with the snare upgrade it's gonna keep your opponents grounded and take so much damage with that earthquake. Anyways, moving on, Durple. This is like actually a pretty good nerf to Durple. Durple can no longer use the jump pads in the middle of Ribbit 4 when in siege mode. So this is a pretty good nerf in my opinion, because this is a pretty abusive style that a lot of Durples do in Ribbit 4, but then again, you can't really blame them because if it is available, they will use it, and it's actually pretty smart. Like, the first time I saw that, I was like, oh my god, Durple has wings. So it's crazy, but now it's a standard play in Ribbit 4, which actually again adds purpose to the turret or the siege mode, like instead of going for the cat build and such. So this change, I guess, is for the best, like to keep things a little bit more balanced, because whenever the Durple can move around over and over and over again, like he can contain the top and the bottom very easily with the nuke, like force your opponent back to their base with a nuke, or yeah, with a stun Gatling gun and such. But yeah, I think it's a good nerf. Might be, I don't think it's gonna be too much. I really don't think it's too much. But I don't know what you guys think. Those Durple mains right there, what do you guys think about this nerf? Moving on to Leon. So again, as I've said, Power Pulse Turbo removed 3rd stage, so it only has 2 upgrades. So he's gonna be only able to get 60 plus health to the Power Pulse Turbo upgrade, which is pretty critical in my opinion. Some of the changes here: Cloaking Skin Surprise Party Mask now will correctly work with Clover of Honor. I'm not even sure what that means, because I don't really play Leon. But then again, Clover of Honor, I'm pretty sure that's the critical upgrade of Leon. So that means that before it wasn't working correctly, and now I believe it's supposed to be working correctly. So I'm not really sure what that means. Does that mean that we're gonna see less crit from Leon? Are we gonna see more crit? You guys tell me, guys. A lot of people there are pretty much Leon mains right there, I'm pretty sure. So I'm interested to see or to hear what you guys' opinion here. Moving up to Voltar. Suicide drones. Fix the bug where the drones would do an additional 10 explosion damage. I don't even know how that happens actually, but then again, I do see a lot of Voltar that does so much damage to my Raylan. Like, even though I'm maxed out with Pulse Turbo, with like my health full, one bash of those 4 drones, it just kills your HP to half. Like, what? I'm always so surprised whenever I see that. Like, Voltar can outplay Raylan, seriously, in a close combat situation. Even with my double DD, it's actually pretty hard to kill her off. And I believe, I believe Voltar can outplay him, but then again, it really depends on your playstyle, because if you play Snipe Raylan, Voltar wouldn't have a chance, or Time Rift Raylan, Voltar wouldn't really have a chance. This is gonna be a little bit harder for Voltar. Here we go to the Clunk patch. This is actually a very surprising change right here. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but it's kind of good, but it's not. I don't know. I guess right now it deserves a slot in your loadouts. So basically, life bite blueprint container blueprint container price reduced from 150 solar to 0 solar. So something that doesn't cost anything besides piggy bank and free health. So I don't know how I feel about that. But then again, this upgrade is actually, it's pretty weird. Like no one really likes to use that because it's pretty much saying that you should die a lot to utilize it, meaning you should give more money to your opponents and like get less chance to utilize your time farming. Like I don't know how I feel about it. It's pretty weird. But then again, looking at the other upgrade, blueprint container reduces the death timer with 30 seconds now. So meaning that up to level 30 you're just gonna instantly respawn. But then again, there is that 5-second rocket minigame cooldown, whatever you want to call it, before you land, and then Clunk in general is very slow, so it's gonna take you a long time before you're gonna be able to get back into the middle of the map. So it's really not, it's still not good in my opinion. It's still not good, even though it's a good change, I guess. We will see some different variations here with this loadout being incorporated in it, so I'm actually excited to see that. Then moving on to Raylan, look at this, all those changes right here. First off, increased jump height. So that's actually a pretty good change. I did play some Raylan a little bit before I record this, and it's actually enough to get from, like in station AI 101 in the middle where there's like a gravity, like less gravity area. When you stepped on the platform where the health is, you can actually make it to the farm area with just one jump. It's actually pretty tricky though. You still need the boots and you still need to like time it properly. There's a trick to it. I'm not sure if you want to see it, if you want to see a video of it, but I can show you guys how to do it. It's pretty easy. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be able to discover it. And so far for me, it's not coming up as consistent, but I believe right now it's finally happening and it's finally doable. And I think some people, that's pretty much their only request, is to jump from a lower platform to the platform to ribbit, or to the platform above and going to the farm area. And Dennis Boots will now trigger faster when out of combat. This is a very huge buff right here for Raylan as well. You have no idea how long it takes before that the boost, how the running boost takes before, like after you attack. Like it takes a while. Then moving on, Time Rift T18 Dome price reduced from 260 to 210. So if you guys are wondering what this is pretty much the loadout where you're gonna be able to summon a drone via the Time Rift skill. It was pretty crappy before because you can only summon a maximum of one drone at a time, and they're pretty much just regular drones. Like they die instantly, they don't even do that much damage. So it's pretty much still much viable to go for like a, it's actually more useful to summon a clone Leon than to summon a drone in Time Rift. But now they did some changes here, so they reduced the cost, and also Time Rift T800 Dome now has 2 stages. Stages gives the bot 50% health to 100%. So that means that instead of like getting a regular drone, it's still a regular drone, but there's gonna be more health for the drone. I wish it actually does more damage, because that's actually pretty cool. Like there's 2 stages now, so right now it gives you 50% more health, and then in the second stage it gives you 100% health. Actually, I'm wishing that whenever you get the 100% or the second stage, you're gonna be able to summon like a flying droid at least, because that flying droid fires a little bit faster and it kind of has an advantage because it's range. So it's a little bit of an advantage, and it does homing damage as well, or the missile is kind of homing, so it has a good reach to knots and such. But yeah, still don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it deserves a spot yet, but then again, people will still discover some place with this drone build, so I don't know. Like I'm gonna keep my mouth shut first, and actually I'm gonna mess around with this loadout a little bit and see what I can come up with. Proto Blaster Skull Bracelet price reduced from 175 solar to 155 solar. This is actually pretty good as well. This is the loadout where you can get +1 damage to your cuddles, and I used to use it, but now I don't really use it because my loadout pretty much is receding hairline, the piercing upgrade, and the +2 damage to Awesomenauts, 2 knots to players basically. And I don't have a slot for this because I pretty much find that piercing does give you more value to every shot. So yeah, right now with the price change, I don't think it's still gonna be. It might be considered now, especially with the nerf and flashy clashes, which we are gonna go through in a bit. But I don't know though. Mm, I guess some people prefer it, but it's a good option now. I guess it's a better option than this guy Monkey Hand. Even though Monkey Hand right now has his price reduced from 125 solar to 75 solar, I do believe, excuse me, I do believe that it's still not worth it because it's like if you're killing a knot every minute, it's gonna be worth it. But if you're not killing any knot, like every five, like if you're killing knots, maybe like 3 minutes or like every 5 minutes, which is not really that much knots. Like it's gonna be like what 3 to 5 knots every game. It's not worth it in my opinion. But if you're killing like yeah, like a knot every minute, it's pretty much gonna be worth it. But I don't know. The downside here is that it takes up a loadout spot, which it's really a bummer because it's really it's all like the loadout I have right now is pretty full for me. That's pretty much my loadout. Maybe it fits. I don't know. It's really hard. Like I don't really want to take out anything that's gonna affect me in the late game because my late game plays are pretty much my focus right now for Raylan. But it's always has been a focus of mine, late game plays and such. But yeah, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Then Snipe Set Deck Magazine price reduced from 180 solar to 165 solar. This is the cooldown, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. This so they reduced the price of the reduced cooldown upgrade to 165. The downside here is that it's only 1 second. That's actually a big downside. If you think about it, like Coco has a 160 solar loadout, which reduces 2 seconds in their cooldown. Also same for Gnaw. So like both both the lightning ball and the spit goes down to 5 seconds. Here, every upgrade is like what? Or to get 2 second cooldown, you have to spend 330 solar, which is pretty expensive. And yeah, it's still gonna leave you with 8 second cooldown. Even though it does a lot of damage, it's still pretty expensive. But then again, we do have flashy glasses, so I don't know. I might consider it. Might change up a little bit. We'll see. Pump rifle price reduced from 190 solar to 175. I'm actually not sure which one this is. Is this the range? Oh no, this is the damage upgrade. Excuse me. So this is the damage upgrade that gives you +7 damage every stage that it gets. Like you have 3 stages for this skill, so yeah, it gives you +7 damage. So I think this is pretty much worth it. This is a good buff right here for Snipe. So you're gonna be able to do 70 damage very quickly, like a little bit earlier now. But then again, with the nerf of flashy glasses, it's gonna be pretty much almost the same. But we'll see though. We'll see. Iron rifle price reduced from 320 to 300. So this is the upgrade where you're gonna be able to get +14 damage, I believe. Yeah, +14 damage with your snipe, which is actually pretty good. 300 solar is pretty much a steal already. It might go down to 280, same price as receding hairline, but I don't know. We'll see that maybe in a couple of patches or so. Chronimo definitely is gonna think it through. So, but yeah, I'm happy to see that. That's actually one of my loadouts whenever I use Raylan. Then moving on to the last change is now flashy glasses. Flashy glasses effect reduced from 10% to 7%. So I've actually tried this already with Raylan just for like one game or so. I use it in droids. So every droid, or yeah, basically every time you fire from like your base damage, which is 35 damage, and you hit 2 droids, you only get 4 extra solar usually, and it's pretty low now. I'm actually not sure how low it was before. I didn't really keep track of that. Maybe it was 6 before, now it's down to 4. So it's gonna definitely delay a little bit Raylan's farming, but then again, it's gonna just balance her out so that she won't be too over leveled and to the point where like she's level 40 and the rest are just level 20. which is always good. You want to balance those things out. Like, it doesn't really matter if she's level 40 because she can't really buy anything anyway with all those solar in her hands. And the last is Laser Snipe can no longer be swiped to deal extra damage. Previous fix was incomplete, now really fixed. So yeah, that's pretty much a bug fix right there. Going on to general major fixes, League 1 has been made much smaller to make it more exclusive, from over 3,000 players to only up to position 250. Leagues 2 and 3 have been grown to compensate for this. I actually like this thing. I'm not really a big leaderboards guy. I don't really like competing with the top of the top. I know there's a lot of people there that are going hardcore, like grinding every day and such. I'm not one of those people, but I still pretty much consider myself a good player of this game, even though I always go for like solo queue and such. Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, let's play sometime if you guys have time. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I guess it gives those people at the 200 a little bit more notoriety. So like, it's gonna motivate a lot more people to go inside at 250. But then again, those people inside at 250, they're pretty much gonna get well known. Like, they can brag about, oh, I'm inside at 250. So what are you gonna do? Yeah, that's like a bragging rights right there. At least League 1 now has a, yeah, it has a show now. Like, you can show it off right now to other players who play Awesomenauts. Not to your friends. Well, maybe you have some friends who play Awesomenauts. Maybe to your mom. No, not really. No, not really. Then going on to general minor fixes. Added coins to the bottom lane of Sorona. Bottom lane, added coins. I'm guessing it's before the pit. No, Sorona is, yeah. Sorona is the jungle, excuse me. So yeah, that's pretty much standard. That's not really a big thing. But then again, those coins can still be crucial, especially in the early game, like when you're playing late game plays or you're trying to go for late game builds. That's actually pretty crucial, especially for me. That's pretty much what I try to go for before I get like my flashy glasses and such. Lone Star bots will now use Dynamite Throw again. Ooh, some changes. Interface now updates better when changing controls during gameplay. Again, I don't know what that is. Anyways, that is it for the patch notes. It's been a while since I've thoroughly gone through a patch notes before, but I'm so hyped about this patch, especially with it. That thing is gonna just mess with everyone. I'm actually expecting to see a Gnaw OP something right here. Yeah, Gnaw split right here, split OP. Let's see. So the top, yeah, like 4. Oh, wait a minute. Am I clicking? Yeah. So we have 1, 2. So that's 2 already. Patch analysis. So nothing really there. Yeah, there's already 2 threads discussing about the Gnaw split bit and such, which is always to be expected. But anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys like it, and give this video a like or a thumbs up whenever you can. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, your reactions to the changes as well, I'm really open to hearing it from you guys. Please do tell me down below. And that is gonna be it for this video. Oh, also, if you guys are planning to buy skins, the skins are now 50% off. Every skin, even the game, even the 3-pack bundle, they're all half off until the 27th of November, which is 5 days from now. So hope you guys are going to be able to get one of these at least, and hope you guys are going to be able to buy the favorite one you want. I'm actually thinking, nah, I was going to say I'm going to give out some 3-pack bundles, but I changed my mind. Anyways, that is it for this video. Hope you guys like it, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. I'm out. Sorry if it's too long, guys. Okay, sorry about that. I just got into it so much. Bye.